What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, go to 54, go to... Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why? Here we go, 47. Wait, check.
Now, Prescott. He'll get this out to his running back. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. You have a tight end motioning left here. Here's a run. Now a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa. Have a friend in the right spot at the right time.
Hey, out there, Dallas.
Not a turnover, but a TD.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not
Oh,
exactly
good,
the
man.
fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Milton. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And this will be a Giants 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
What's you back up for?
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Chris Jones, the All-Pro, there on the tackle.
Interception.
On 2nd down, here's Milton. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Third down and 9.
Still
19 tight. 19 tight. Here we go. Shot. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. Pioneer. Check smash. Check smash.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. From the shotgun, a throw from
Carson?
Milton. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
On first down, here's Milton. Here's a screen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
Let's go now. Check smash.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift.
There we go.
Trying to avoid
Pick it up.
tacklers there, but the ball is out.
How you falling?
The Cowboys have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about
That's
protecting
nice.
the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
On the play fake, Dak
Hey,
trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a
Turn it up.
completion if
Turn
that
it up.
protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he will have this at midfield. Forced out of bounds there. 25 yards, the pickup there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, going to 54. Right here. Here we go, going to 53. 26.
They'll throw again. Dak. Inside the 10. It is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. So that's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. The Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make
Get there, Ken.
Here we go.
They'll put Ayuk in motion. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Yeah.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Get one, Parson.
Milton from the gun here on third down.
Oh, my God.
Able to complete it to Ayuk.
Oh,
and he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Giants.
To
the air, it's Milton. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
The trunk is a pump with at least 8 keys. Trunk sitting on 24s like I hit 8 threes.
They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen.
Look how to get a bucket.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Play action, now it's Milton. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Throwing on second down is Milton. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They'll put Ayuk in motion.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Run, bitch.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Last one.
To throw once more, here's Milton. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And the Cowboys will take over possession here at the 44.
You know, Mike, drastically different things waiting for these two squads on the sideline as they run off. I mean, we can hear the defensive sideline celebrating all the way up here. I mean, back-to-back drives, they come away with
that ladder, Rook.
Now, on the offensive sideline, there's
I'm
no
that ladder,
celebration
Rook.
waiting. It's coaches looking to gather their guys together and say, look, we've got to have ball security. If we don't protect the football, we have no chance.
Deontay Banks right there with the good coverage to knock it away.
Go ahead, Wood.
The motion man here is Woods.
Hey, kill! 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
Take it.
On second down, it's Dak. He's going to look downfield once again. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A huge play just before the half to gain a 43 yards. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. In motion, Lamb.
Here we go, go to 54, wide in. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill. Here we go, going to 54, wide in.
Oh, man, bench six.
Prescott on first down. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. And that's going to be short, not making it to the landing zone. So this means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready? 19 Lions. Go.
Looking to throw, it's Milton. He'll get this underneath to Swift.
Perfect.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically. For the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now,
there we
on
go.
the return, he has lost the football.
Pick it up.
Special teams has come up with the recovery. They'll come up here first and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. 17 touchdowns now on the year. Now Aubrey for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Mustang 19. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. Here we go. Shot.
They'll go play action here with Milton.
Yeah, he's turning around.
Good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Bet.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
He'll swing this out to Swift.
Clark.
He's taken down, but just shy of
The hell.
midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Watch him.
79 Bronco.
Okay.
Check go.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Throw, left side, that's Johnson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off.
In trouble, and down
They
he
ain't throw
goes.
that.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
That's get lit up.
And
You
out
know
of
what
the
that
gun
means.
is Milton.
Why you throw it there?
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And 3rd down coming up.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, here's Milton.
Good.
That is incomplete.
He's already been a little
shouldn't have
reckless
moved
with his
out the
decision-making
pocket.
up
He was
until
going.
this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Set. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. Get up.
They'll go. Here's Milton.
Good.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs.
Yeah.
And he's going to have
Fuck,
the
you get
Giants'
better.
1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
Play, son. I can't even hate. Run that cover.
To the air once more is Milton. That complete to Swift. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Come on. Set. Go.
Throwing again is Milton. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So often, Mike, we see some of the biggest explosive plays in the passing game come from the quarterback extending the play outside of the pocket. Really nice job here by the coverage. They remain sticky on their receivers, nowhere to go with the ball, and all he's able to do is throw this one away.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
It ain't going.
Go.
Milton going to look to throw it again. That is caught at the 3. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
We're trying to set up the screen here to Swift. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Brandon Ayuk.
Good play, man.
Touchdown,
Good
Giants.
beast.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
Running back, running back, running back.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Then Duke to the left.
He's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Take it.
Now whistles. Blake
Quiet now, man. I couldn't hide
It'll
it.
cost him 5.
Yeah, here we go.
In motion comes Walker. Following the penalty, he'll run it. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Josh Sweat there on the tackle. We'll get a stoppage here. There is an injured Cowboy. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season.
Who hurt?
Yeah, here we go. I think. Kill. Then we'll go to 53. Here we go, 46.
On 3rd down, Prescott. The throw on the run is complete. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain of 20.
See what we can.
Yeah, 1st down, Cowboys.
Nice.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
A gain of
Oh,
4
shit.
as he's taken back.
Take it.
They'll stick with him again.
And I kind of like how they like the way that some people just move the dice in a circle. It looks good.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL.
Yeah. Come here. Good in here.
Third and a yard. In motion comes Walker.
Hey, kill.
They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
You know, Mike, in some ways, I liken fullbacks to kind of the modern-day tight end. They're the ones that are willing to do a little of the dirty work on most plays. So every once in a while, it is so good to see them rewarded and have a chance to be the guy who delivers and converts on 3rd down.
They didn't fool anyone. Tried the speed, but did not get back to the line of scrimmage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. This one complete downfield to Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Tez Walker. Touchdown, Cowboys. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This is caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Milton. And it's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he will have a Giants first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10.
Intercept.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just sitting here.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Get up. Press.
Here's a handoff and Swift running right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On the play fake, it's Milton. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down is Milton. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Milton. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long.
Check smash.
From the shotgun,
there you go.
Throw from Milton. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Here we go, 47. Hey, kill. 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
No play action. It's Prescott. This one uncorked. Looking for Wolves.
That's so fucking weak.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one.
Go back, man.
Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Off the bootleg, it's Milton.
He's slow, though.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Boom.
The right side, catch made by Dobbs. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Oh, run that dumbass route.
To the air on third down is Milton.
There you
That
go.
is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. A gain of 11 there. As the decision to go for it pays off.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
To throw once more, here's Milton.
Hoorah.
And that is incomplete.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On second down, here's Milton. That's Dobbs, open left side.
Milton's pass not made to Romeo Dobbs. It's a third and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Ready?
Try and throw with Milton.
Oh, wow.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
They'll go. Here's Milton.
Knockout.
He's got his man complete to
Get up,
Johnson.
dude.
Still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Give up the middle with Swift. And the Giants are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
At the 60, at the 60. Go.
Here we go. One final play. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And
Good game,
down
yeah.
there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting.